Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at these Pawaday RV Leveling Blocks. So these were provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to them in the description, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this comes with 2 leveling blocks. So let's get this open. Okay, so they come in a bag. So when I cut the top, I was careful not to cut deep, because if I had, I might have cut that bag. So let's pull that out. Okay, so this comes with 2 blocks, or a pair of blocks. So here we have anti-slip mats. Pull those out. So we have 2 ramps here. This comes with a T-level, so you can level your RV, and then you can attach this to your RV to tell if it's level side to side and up and down. So these are rated for up to 35,000 pounds and 32-inch diameter tires. Let's get some measurements. So this part looks like just under 13 inches. It's about 6 inches wide, and these are about 7.5 by also 6 inches. So let me put aside 1 pair, and I'm going to demonstrate these on my bench, and then we will demonstrate them on the RV. So it comes with these non-slip mats, and it has plastic on the backside. It's not adhesive, it's just probably part of manufacturing. So you can put the non-slip pad down, and then you can put this wedge down. So you would shove this under your tire. So the tire would be here, rolling this direction. So your wheel would drive up on this, and the further it drives up, the steeper it gets. And I didn't get that dimension. That's probably important. I mean, this is probably 1/2 inch here, and this is about 4 1/4. So that gives you quite a bit of adjustment. So you would drive until your rig is level, and then you would take the red wedge and put it in back here, and that locks it in place. So typically you would drive forward, you'd put your parking brake on when it's at the right level, place this in, and then what I like to do is take the parking brake off, put it in neutral, let off the brake, and just let it settle. You know, if it starts to slide or something, you can always put the brake back on. You want to let it settle, check your level, and then you can reapply your parking brake or chock the other wheel, put out your tongue jack, things like that to stabilize the vehicle. So let me get at a different angle here. So let's pull this back apart, and there's a little notch here so you can easily grab it. So you drive up on this. So if you have a lot of difference, you might drive all the way up here. In that case, this will go in down like that. So this is going to have more height than if we have it down here. So with RV leveling blocks, you can really dial in your level with this. Now this comes with 2 blocks. There are 2 uses for that. If you have dual wheels, you can put 1 under each wheel, so you can lift them both up. If you have single wheel, and I'm talking about per side, you could put 1 of these on each side if you needed to level front to back. So you can level with your tongue jack, but if you're on a really sloped site, you could use both. So you'd want to put 1 of these under the lowest side first and start raising it, and then put it on the other side to raise both. It'd be a little trickier to do it that way, but you could use both of these to raise the whole axle at once. So I just wanted to go over these on my bench. Next we'll actually test this out on the RV. Okay, so I'm back here at my camper. First I'm going to put down the anti-slip mat. Then I'm going to insert the black wedge. I'm going to want that centered on the tire. Now this camper is mostly level, it's slightly off, but I have an electronic leveling device that tells me the level, so I'm going to screen capture this, and I'll put this up on the screen so we can see as I drive up on this, it will lift this side of the RV. So I'm going to get in the vehicle and pull this forward while watching the app. Okay, so I'm going to start to drive forward. My leveling app says the left is too low, I need to raise it, so I'll let off the brake. I'll start to drive forward. So we should start to drive on the leveling block. Okay, so I drove up on it a little bit. I'm going to go check it, and I will be putting the parking brake on. So I'm up on the leveler. I'll put the wedge in. I'm going to put my foot on the brake, take off the parking brake. Now I'm just going to switch it into neutral and slowly let off the brake. I'll go check it. I'll put on the parking brake and put it in park, and we're looking nice and stable now. Now it says the right side is too low, because typically your goal would be level, but I just wanted to raise this side for demonstration purposes. So here we can get a close-up of the leveling blocks. We pulled onto the black block, and we put the red block in behind it. When we put it in neutral, it rolled back just ever so slightly to lock it in place. So now we have a very secure setup here, where it won't roll forward or backwards, and we have that anti-slip mat below also. So when we're finished camping, we're going to pull forward ever so slightly. We're going to pull the red block out, and then we're going to back off of the ramp, and then we can pack it away in the bag. So that's the Pawaday RV Leveling Block set. I really like this style of leveler, especially if you do have an electronic system to monitor. You can just put this in and do everything from the driver's seat and get it perfectly level, probably on your first or maybe second try. And then you can do the rest from your tongue jack. But I think this is much easier than stacking wood or something under here, or just regular plastic like blocks, because you can really dial in your level with this. Now this comes with 2 levelers. I only need 1 typically, but it is nice having a spare. Of course, some RVs would actually use 2 to level it. So if you're looking for a nice solution for leveling your camper or RV, I think this is a great option. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.